Hello everyone, Fess here, and today I want to answer a very useless question. Can you beat Bleak Barrow while being dead? How can you be dead and beat something, you may be wondering? Basically, you have to cheat for this to even work. So you go into the const commands and you kill your character and you revive him before the actual death animation or death cam is finished. And whenever you do this and say walk outside a building or into a loading area, your character will appear standing up, or you can just resurrect and off yourself again and your character should be standing, and you have full control over your character, except you're locked with a death cam. And you can't turn your camera. You can turn your character and do everything like you normally do, except you can't access some parts of the game without doing a little bit of cheating or console command tomfoolery. So the first thing we gotta do is we have to get to Bleak Barrow. I start just outside of Riverwood. I did not find the actual town because I was too lazy for it. I also forgot to mention that I made my character really over-leveled when I did this, and didn't grab any better gear, so the enemies here are like way stronger than me, so I do have to do a slight bit of cheating when the game decides to throw a frost roll at me. Then we continue to make our way up the mountain. I figured it'd be a better idea to use the bound sword than an actual physical melee weapon, which seems to actually work a little bit better for me. We then encounter the bandits like normal and go about taking care of them. But it is quite hard to do when you're locked with the death cam. And it's a little glitchy. The HUD does like to go away, but it'll show back up if you sneak. So I never know how much health I have, so I just kind of have to guess, like mid-fight. Because there's really no indicator when you're dead, you know. We then make it up to Bleak Falls Barrow, kill the bandits, and then enter the actual dungeon.
That dark elf wants to go on ahead, let him. There's someone there? Over here!
Opening things like chests and doors is quite hard when you're dead, since you can't actually move the camera. So you kind of just have to orient your character to where your crosshair actually lines up with the item that you want to search. So I do struggle a lot here to actually open this chest, but I do manage to search the bandit. And you can see I get the death cam to actually swap places, and then I am able to open the chest. Going through the dungeon, I decided it'd be a cooler look to run physical weapons, so I pulled out the Dwarven dagger just to see where that would get me. We have our first puzzle here that has the bandit that is in the way, obviously, so we have to take care of him. Doing the first puzzle with the death cam, it should be easy, but it's been so long since I played this game, I kind of just forgot how it actually worked. I remember that you had to actually match the pillars to the other pillars up on top above the gate, and then that would let you pass. But me, with my room temperature IQ, had trouble figuring that out for the first couple minutes. Finally make our way through the puzzle, and we get to the, I'd say, like the halfway point of the dungeon. Or not quite halfway. to deal with the skeevers down on the bottom part of the dungeon, and then continue to make our way through the rest of the dungeon. So we finally get to the room with the giant spider. Dealing with the spider isn't bad because he's got a ginormous hitbox, and thankfully we don't have to worry about where we swing. We're just going to end up hitting him anyway. Very hard to actually engage with Avor here, so I just figured just cut him down.
It's coming loose. I can feel
I could have killed him, but he's pretty good bait, so.
Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
But I figured to deal with him anyway because he's got the golden claw, and I kind of need that. So we search Arvel here, take his stuff. This area here is the player's first encounter with the Draugrs if they, play the game normally. And as you can see, we have tougher Draugrs here because my character is way over leveled for this area, and this is just a game's way of scaling it, so it's not too easy. As you can see, combat is very jank when you are dead. I didn't have to fight this Draugr white, but why not? I fight it every playthrough, so why would being dead change that? We passed through the trap like an absolute pro, because that's what being dead gets you. This portion of the dungeon is quite tricky. Usually when you come here, there's not a frost roll here. I decided just to cheat and kill him because I don't have any good gear. Otherwise, I would just have to sit there, spam heal, and it'd be a really, really long process. So I decided I'd take care of it. Come down here looking for better things. Maybe, hopefully, a better sword or something in one of these chests. I sadly don't find anything useful, so I leave. So I finally make my way through the last part of the dungeon to where we get to the Golden Claw door. And this is where I run into a bit of a problem. How do I activate the door? I don't know why, but I can activate things like chains, stop traps and such, but when I get to the door here, I can't activate the rings to turn. So after several minutes of trying to open the door by myself without cheating, I have to resort to console commands to forcibly remove the door. We then approach to the last part of the labyrinth. We see the accursed item that no one should ever pick up in any of their playthroughs.
A new hand touches the beacon.
Can you beat Bleak Falls Barrow while dead? Yes and no. If you cheat, you can. But to be dead and beat it in the first place, you have to cheat. So I guess the answer is yes.